He met Srila Gurudeva in December of 2000 and received Diksha in April of 2001. Shivananda, please go ahead. Hari Bol.
Srila Gurudeva ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. Srila Maharaj, Srila Bhaktivedanta Keshav Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Srimati Shamrani Didi, Her Grace ki jai. Sripad Madhav Maharaj ki jai. Nantikoti Vaishnav Vani ki jai. Param Gurudev Sri Bhaktivedanta Keshav Goswami Maharaj ki jai. And Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki jai. So anyway, this special year, we're fortunate to be able to say we have a connection with the Parampara via the Gaudiya Math, the Gaudiya Math Acharyas. The word Gaudiya Math is something that Gurudev really brought forward strongly to many of us who had been previously in the International Society for Krishna Consciousness organization. And many of us had some connection with Srila Prabhupada through service, or through darshan, or through seeing the devotees. The mission of Mahaprabhu being spread by the Sankirtan on the streets of every town and village in the world by Srila A.P.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada's desire, which was the desire of Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. Gurudev said that Srila Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada stretched out his hand and there touched and reached the Western countries through Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. And in the humble effort to try to serve the mission of Mahaprabhu, we came through some difficulties. I basically had a lot of struggle wanting to serve Srila Prabhupada through the service of those that I felt that were very dear to him. Then when we found out about Srila Gurudeva, I found out by the mercy of Krishnamaya Dasi and Santi Dasi and some other very beautiful devotees that had said something about him. And it made me want to try to connect with Srila Prabhupada through someone who I had heard was a very elevated Vaishnava from the Gaudiya Math. This word Gaudiya Math somehow or another had over a period of time accumulated something that appeared to be, I don't know, not spoken much in the Western temples and in that society. But when I saw Srila Gurudeva in the mission where he was initiating and giving Harikatha, my good friend who's now sannyasi, Sajan Maharaj was there, and we had distributed books and we had known each other from before for many years. And I saw him there and he was in saffron. He welcomed me and he was sitting at a book table distributing. And he again glorified Srila Gurudeva. He said, "Oh, he's just like Srila Prabhupada." And you know, of course, that made my heart jump. Someone like Srila Prabhupada? I almost said impossible. No one can be just like Srila Prabhupada. And then, of course, having the darshan of Srila Gurudeva, hearing his class, the singing, well, see, getting a little bit of chance to meet him eye to eye. There was something there that happened within me that fulfilled this desire to meet someone like Srila Prabhupada. This desire had been in my heart for many, many years, maybe, I don't know, since 1968 when I first had darshan of Srila Prabhupada. And missed him right in November 1977. But there, as I saw and heard Srila Gurudeva, began hearing his lectures, began reading his books, and began developing a relationship with him with a desire for service, Gurudeva immediately picked me up and he told me, be always by my door like Hanuman. And I tried to fulfill that instruction. And then he further gave me some further clarification that why he is traveling around the world. He wanted to touch the dust and the holy places that Srila Prabhupada had established in the middle of the ocean, the top of mountains, in the middle of the jungles, the deserts. He wanted to go to those places and touch the dust and meet the devotees to help them. He wanted to revive persons like ourselves that were lacking the direct vapu, trying to serve the Gaudiya Math, trying to serve Srila Bhakti Saraswati Thakur through his emissaries, through the Guru Parampara, through the Guru Varga, but somehow another feeling that this pure devotion, this Uttama Bhakti was somehow another just beyond the personalities that we had taken shelter of after Srila Prabhupada left. Srila Gurudeva, he personified the desires that we had to serve this mission under the guidance of someone who is perfect in bhakti, perfect in sadachar, perfect in love, perfect in reciprocation, perfect in realization that we would find out more and more by seeing him produce such beautiful, beautiful, beautiful books. Books based upon his lectures, books directly taken from his lectures. One of my favorites, Pinnacle of Devotion. Jaiva Dharma, he said, it's like an ocean in a bottle, an ocean of devotion. And of course, we had some of his later books, like Sri Radhakrishna, Ganesha Deepika, so many, Brahma Samhita, Origins of Rath Yatra. All of these books, somehow or another, Gurudev manifesting from Bengali, from Hindi, from the commentary of the previous charge. Roy Ramananda Samba was one of his favorite topics. He spoke on that. And of course, all of his morning walks. So many times life comes from life with that picture of Srila Prabhupada with the Brahmananda. So we got a chance also to understand that the pure devotee will be present for those that are greedy, that have lobha, that are sincere, that want their association. Krishna will send his own to help us all. That's the next thing. All. It's a very beautiful word that he would say. All. Meaning everyone, every jiva, every soul. And so we see that as Gurudev traveled around the world over 33 times in a very short period of time, what was it, since it was first 96 to 2010, 33 times around the world. Not collecting anything, but simply giving, giving, giving. What is he giving? Pure Bhakti. Is he giving this relationship that we can now understand? One time he told me, I said, Gurudev, in 2002, I missed going to the Parikram. Gurudev, should I go to Parikram? Do what is favorable for Bhakti. Then I didn't go. Then the next year, Gurudev, I missed it. He said, go to India. Come to Parikram and learn some humility. Learn some humility. This was the instruction. And how did I learn that humility? I learned that humility from the disciples of Srila Vaman Maharaj. Disciples like Dvija Krishna Prabhu. Disciples like Sripad Madhav Maharaj. Disciples like Premananda Prabhuji. Like Hare Krishna Maharaj. Like Uttam. I saw how they were the Gaudiya Math. What does Math mean? It means temple. And I saw that and I
took shelter of Gurudev's words and took shelter of his disciples and took shelter of and became Gurudev's doorman. He called me his guard. And I wish to remind everyone that Gurudev is, where is Gurudev gone? He has entered into the Nitya Leela, but he is also everywhere. And we can have that realization by staying close to his dear ones. And so that is my desire. And one of his dearest ones is Her Grace Srimati Shamrani Didi. And Gurudev has blessed us by being able to have that association and service to the mission. So this is one of her crowned her works, and it has the words of all of our gurus, our Guru Varga and Parampara, where we come from, how we manifest. Gurudev lectured on this many times, the Swarupa of the Jiva. So all you are disciples of Gurudev, and you know all these books, you know these things. I'm not trying to lecture or preach. I'm simply trying to say, just as you worship the Ganges by pouring back in Ganges River, you worship the sun by the candle, the sunlight. So in a way, we're trying to worship Gurudev by distributing these types of books, his Bhagavad Gita, Journey of the Soul, and his final English book, although he had many in queue, the story of Gop Kumar, Brihad Bhagavatam Rita Vasantam Goswami. We want to worship Gurudev by distributing his words to the entire universe, to the entire planet. And by that mercy and by his desire, and hopefully by us being instruments, that no matter how blunt, that he will be pleased with us, and birth after birth, life after life, engages in the service of the mission of Mahaprabhu in this world. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
None. You still have a few more minutes. You have like 5 more minutes if you'd like to still speak.
You gotta be kidding.
No, you don't. I mean, you don't. You all didn't.
No one's ever told me that before. Everybody going click, click, click. They're making a cartel. Stop.
No,
Anyway,
you're great.
okay.
You have to tell a little more, please.
Well, the personal interactions that I've had with Srila Gurudev really are something I keep very dear and very close to my heart, and I try to remember them. The relationship that Gurudev and I had, maybe because I'm a little bit physically older, and maybe because I've been around for a pretty good while, Gurudev treated me, although I'm his disciple, there's no doubt, his eternal disciple, I pray to be, he treated me in a form of encouragement that really always melted my heart. And the things that he said to me, being outside of his door, the way that he related to me encouraged me so much. Many of these things that I'm afraid actually to share, because it would sound like, oh golly, this guy is bragging. And many people have said to me, even when I've opened up like that, they said, yeah, well, mosquitoes close to Gurudev too. And mosquitoes there to suck the blood. So therefore the physical association with Gurudev is not necessarily so important. But one day on the morning walk, a very nice devotee did ask, Gurudev, what is better? The Vapu, the physical association of Sri Guru, or the Vani, following Guru's instructions, associating with Guru through his instructions? And Gurudev said, oh, of the two, if you want better, then Vani is better. And he had the book, Gauravani Prachanane. Srila Prabhupada is explaining Gauravani Prachanane, what is the preaching and the teaching of Mahaprabhu. So of the two, Vani is better, because the Vani can continue after Gurudev has left our vision. But Vapu is also very good, because through Vapu, there are a lot of things that can be transmitted that cannot be transmitted, for example, simply through Shiksha instruction of the books. They can be transmitted through the grace of vision, the grace of touch, the grace of thought even. So Vani is better, Vapu is good, but both are best. And so this kind of answers the question that we're all longing for. We want to associate with Guru through Vani, but we miss his Vapu dearly. All of us do. And the fact that we miss him and we're in that separation is what binds us together. And again, I'd like to use this word all. Let us not be in judgment of any of the other devotees, any other disciples. We are a family. And it is Gurudev's job, or Gurudev's mission, or Gurudev's purpose, Gurudev's function. He will correct those that we may see. One of the things he told us, the last instruction besides Trinadapi Sunuchina, were three things. Don't criticize. Always chant the holy name. What is it? The three C's. But mainly he said, do not criticize anyone. Always chant the holy name. And he said, be humble. Chunadapi Sunichana. Be humble in that particular verse. These were the final instructions that we saw in Vajra just before he left in 2010, before he left to go back to India. And so we want to take these very simple things. Remember this word all. Gurudev's heart, Gurudev's mercy is open to all, regardless of whatever present difficulties are going through, especially his disciples, his dear ones, and especially those that are his disciples that may not have had that kind of experience, just like Prabhu and Krishna himself. Before they arrive, they send different associates. While they're here, different associates come, and after they leave, other associates come. So in the same way, many disciples of Gurudev are coming in the future. Many are here now, and many have come before him. So we want to open our heart to all, past, present, and future, those that are now, those that will be, those that seem to be far, and those that are very close. We embrace all. And this is the Gaudiya Math. This is Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur. So I want to end there. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Is that good, Mami?
Yeah, no, that's good, Shivananda saying. I think I really appreciate your message, especially about the fact that we're one family, and especially we know that Guru Tattva is also one. And so what a beautiful way to bring that to life with your Pushpanjali. And you know, if you had a little more, I could give you a little a little more time, but if you really want to in there, you can. Maybe you could have 5 more minutes though, actually.
Are you sure?
I am.
Okay. Thank you.
I know you have so many beautiful stories, Shivananda saying. I mean, I know I've personally heard some amazing ones of you having to serve Srila Gurudev with the throngs of devotees. I mean, perhaps you might share just one little nugget of one of those. That would be wonderful.
Okay, you know, I actually, all right, I would try to remember something, some little something.
Just something short, but yeah.
Something very short. You know, I will, you know, I'm a martial arts instructor. Gurudev recognized that one time he wanted us to give a demonstration. I was in New Braj and there were some kids that were wrestling around, and then I went and was playing around with the little kids, and Sripad Maharaj, well, they were teenagers, but Sripad Maharaj came, kids in martial arts, but Sripad Maharaj came and he saw. And so he saw that, you know, I had this kid in this lock, and it was a kind of an advanced technique. And Sripad Maharaj opened his eyes. I saw him run back to Gurudev. So he runs back to Gurudev, and then he comes back out of Gurudev's quarters. He goes, Gurudev is calling you. So I run over to Gurudev. He's sitting in his room there in New Braj. And he goes, oh, you are a wrestling master? And I said, no, Gurudev, I'm not a master. You are the master. He says, I want to see. So me and Krishna Mai, that evening, as he was taking his walk over to the Pandal to give his Parvachan to give his class, Krishna Mai and I gave a little demonstration, and she threw me around. She did several really beautiful hip throws, some Aiki Jutsu, some little nice jujitsu, and some judo throws on me. And one of the throws that she actually, because she had a sari on and she wasn't used to practicing in a sari, so she threw me. She did a shoulder throw, but because the sari was there, she couldn't quite get her leg out as if she had pants on. And so I landed on her knee and on the leg, and like really, I heard it go. You know, basically I broke her leg, you know, broke her. And so, but she just like toughed it out. And we finished the demonstration. We went to Gurudev, who was watching, and he goes, yes, that's what I like. strong devotees. And he was talking specifically about strong women devotees. So I was that close, and I looked at him in the eyes, and from that point, I realized that this aspect of going out and preaching, and this aspect of the book distribution, especially for the ladies, they sometimes have to get in some difficult situations, and this kind of practice and this kind of fearlessness, Gurudev saw that what I've been spending many years on developing could be used in Krishna service, and he encouraged that. And I thought that was a very beautiful lesson. They're getting ready to go to a retreat out with Srimati Shamrani in Florida on this island. There's going to be 45 women there. And I know there's going to be a few women there that are going to want to partake of the martial arts class that Krishnamaya has been practicing for over 20 years, and Vasanji practicing over 20 years, or have to offer, and how they're going to amalgamate that within the support of their devotional service in terms of book distribution, just being in the world. So I'll share that's actually Gurudev gave that blessing, that he wanted all of his devotees, and especially his women, to be very strong and be very bold in their preaching. That's it. Hare Krishna.
Haribol. Thank you so much, Shivananda Sain.